That's all I ask of you.
Okay, today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do changes to a song instead of doing a lick. But a great song, and it's going to explain a lot of voicings. And I'm doing this because it's a new song I just wanted to play. Como una flor by Gonzalo Bergera. It's it's from his Porteña Soledad album, and it is an incredible song. I've got a link to him performing it here on YouTube. But really go down to iTunes and get some of his albums. His compositions are absolutely stunning. I have the utmost respect for him as a composer, so I want to apologize in advance if I mess up any of these voicings, because his compositions are just nearly perfect. But listen to the song, purchase it. And also I've got a link to dc-musicschool.com where he actually teaches this song himself. I didn't buy this video lesson, but it's listed as one of the songs he teaches. If you want to learn it properly from Gonzalo, where you know all the voicings are perfectly right and everything's done right, all the nuances are right, then go to DC Music School. All those lessons are well worth the money. But here it is. I'm going to play it section by section and then explain it. Okay, so what we have here is we have basically the walking bass line. Sorry. So that's fret 3, fret 6, fret 8, and fret 2. And the chords are C minor. Then we're going to keep the C minor, but we're going to invert it. So that's fret 6, 5, 5, 4. And if you want, you should, when you're doing these chords, you should figure out why they are the chords that I'm saying they are. C minor, that's like an A minor. And then we're going to move it up 3 frets to make it a C minor. Then we're just going to change the bass notes. So now we have the 3rd, the 5th, the root, the 3rd. Okay. The 3rd voicing is an F minor. It's fret 8, fret 6, and fret 5 on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings. Make it a little clearer there. Oh, hopefully you guys can see that now. And what we have is the root, the minor 3rd, so F, A flat, and C, or root, minor 3rd, 5th. Next chord is a diminished chord. It's just the standard shape of a diminished chord. It's B diminished in this case, fully diminished. A lot of you know maybe the half diminished chord, which looks like this. Fully diminished just has a diminished 7th instead of a minor 7th. And then back to C minor. Okay, and the rhythm that you have is bass, chord, and then slap. And then pull again. Bass, chord, chord. Bass, chord, slap, chord. And that's the basic rhythm for this style of music. And you gotta kind of make it short. Okay, that's the first section. It repeats itself a few times. I mean, just listen to the video or the song to find the form. Okay, next part, he's going to go from an F minor to a C minor with an E flat in the bass, or a first inversion C minor. And you guys know this chord already. And this chord, you can either call it a G suspended 7th with the 5th in the bass, or you can also call it a D minor chord. And then a G7 with a sharp 5. Sounds like this. Sorry. Okay. And it's that F minor that I showed you before. Get my 3rd finger out of the way. That's root 8, 6, 5. Then the C minor first inversion that I showed you before, with the 3rd, the 5th, the root, the 3rd, or fret 6, 5, 5, 4. And this, the G suspended 7, or the D minor, you can call it either one. is fret 5. You bar the 3rd fret here, all the way back 4 strings. Then you get fret 5 and fret 5 on the strings 5 and strings 3. So it's 5, 3, 5, 3, 3. Get my finger out of the way so you can see it. And then the G7 sharp 5 is fret 3, skip a string, fret 3, 4, and 4. 3, skip a string, 3, 4, 4. And then to make that just a normal G7, we just exchange those fingers, so it's 3, 3, 4, 3. Which is just a very traditional Gypsy Jazz way of playing a G7 chord. So again, F minor, C minor, first inversion, D minor, G7 sharp 5 to G7. Okay. Okay, next section. Okay, and this chord, he just does diamonds. When someone says that you do diamonds, that just means you hold a chord like that. And this is an F minor chord, first inversion. So what it is frets 4, skip a string, 3, 5, 6. Again, 4, skip a string, 3, 5, 6. And again, to convince yourself that this is an F minor, you have an A flat, an F, a C, an F. Or the minor 3rd, the root, the 5th, the root. This is an E flat major, first inversion. It's just like this, but instead of having this minor 3rd here, we have a major 3rd, okay? But we're going to slide it down there so that it's an E flat instead of an F. So what we have is fret 3, skip a string, fret 1, fret 3, fret 4. Okay? And again, that's the G, which is the 3rd, the E flat, which is the root, the B flat, which is the 5th, and the E flat, which is the root. Okay, now he's going to make an E flat minor just by taking that 3rd and going from G and taking it to G flat, and that makes it an E flat minor. So no reason to explain that. All he's doing is taking that 3rd, the middle finger, and lowering it a fret. And then, I don't know what I'd call this, maybe, I don't know. I don't have a name for this. It's an F, a G, and a B open. I'm pretty sure that's what's his rhythm player's name? Brian? Is that Brian, or is that his bass player? I don't know. But that's what he's playing. F, G, and B. And then he does a little rhythmic thing where he just hits the guitar twice. So again, this is what it sounds like. Okay. Next section. Next section is just a circle of fifths. It's going to start off with a C7 with the 7 in the bass, or a C7 with the B flat in the bass. So it's fret 6, and then you bar the 5th fret on strings 4, 3, and 2. Then we're going to make an F major, first inversion. That's like the F minor I showed you, but we take up the middle finger. So it's fret 5, 3, 5, 6. So C7 to F. Then he's going to continue the pattern with a B7. So fret 4, 3, 3, 3, with the 7th in the bass again, to an E flat major, and that's the one I showed you before. Let's see, what does he do that? Then he goes to E flat minor just by lowering this finger. And I don't know what to call this chord. He's going to go down to F, and he's also going to go down to A and E flat, so that would make it an F major 7. So all he's playing is F on the 6th string on the E string, A on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and E flat on the 2nd string, which is the 4th fret. So frets 1, fret 2, and fret 4. And then he's going to go to an E major 7, let's call that. Get the open string, then he's going to go down to G sharp, and he's going to keep that E flat. So that's open string, 1st fret, 4th fret. So the whole thing sounds like this. Let's see, I'm missing one chord. Oh, and then he ends with a G7. That's the chord I'm missing. Sorry. And then he's back to the head. Or to the first section. Okay. So, just a quick review, all the sections. C minor, inverted, F minor, B7, F minor, C minor, inverted, D minor or G7 suspended with the D in the bass, sharp 5 to a regular G7, F minor first inversion, E flat major first inversion, E flat minor first inversion, and this F chord, F, G, and B. I don't know what to call that. C7 with the 7th in the bass, F major first inversion, B flat 7 with the 7 in the bass, E flat major, E flat minor first inversion, F major 7, E major 7, and G7, and then back to the top. Enjoy it. Again, buy his albums. They're just fantastic, incredible albums. Also check out DC Music School and buy that course. Those courses are fantastic, and you can learn the melody, you can learn the chords from Gonzalo properly without any errors that may have it in it, and enjoy.
And a window that looks out on mountains, and the